In this vast world, every soul shines uniquely. Each of us is on a journey of self-discovery and pursuit. Some walk slowly, some rush forward, but as long as the direction is right, we are all progressing. In the face of pressure and challenges, many people feel confused and even start to doubt themselves. Am I really capable? Why does success always stay away from me? But in fact, we often underestimate our own potential and overestimate the obstacles ahead. Faith is like a seed. If you don't plant it, water it, and let it bask in the sunshine, it will always remain just a possibility, not a miracle. And once you truly believe in yourself, everything starts to change. You begin to dare to imagine a better life, dare to challenge your limitations, dare to take the first brave step. You are no longer the hesitant you, but someone decisive and resolute. Because you understand that success never waits for anyone, it only belongs to those who dare to act. Of course, the road forward is never easy. You will stumble, feel pain, even want to give up. But please remember, every fall is laying the foundation for your strength, every scar is a medal of your growth. There's no overnight success, only accumulated strength. Every effort you make today, every drop of sweat, every midnight struggle, will be rewarded in the future. Maybe not immediately, but definitely at the right time, in the right way. Don't be afraid of being ordinary. What truly determines your height is not your starting point, but your perseverance and action. The world doesn't owe anyone anything, but it will generously reward those who work hard. Start today. Whether it's a small goal or a bold dream, take action. Don't just plan, don't just imagine, move forward step by step. You will find that every inch of progress is a transformation. Please believe, the current you, with dreams in your heart and fire in your eyes, already has the strength to change everything. You just need to persevere a little longer, work a little harder, love yourself a little more, and one day, you will arrive at the place you long for. Sometimes, you may feel that the world is too noisy, and your voice too small. But the truth is, even a whisper has the power to echo in the hearts of those who truly listen. Never doubt the impact of your existence. Your smile, your kindness, your persistence, are quietly influencing the world. In this fast-paced era, many people are constantly chasing the so-called standard answer, how to live, how to succeed, how to be happy. But life has never had a fixed formula. The most precious thing is to live your own unique rhythm, find your own pace, and not be swayed by the crowd. Don't envy other people's paths. You have your own timeline. The flowers that bloom in spring are not more valuable than those that bloom in autumn. They simply chose different seasons to shine. So please allow yourself some time, some detours, some confusion, it's all part of growing. You don't have to be excellent in everyone's eyes. You just need to be the person who makes yourself proud. You are allowed to be imperfect, allowed to take a break, allowed to not have all the answers. That doesn't make you weak. It makes you real. In the countless ordinary days, please don't forget to find small moments of beauty. A ray of sunlight, a gentle breeze, a sincere compliment, a warm hug, these little things, when accumulated, are enough to support a soul through the long night. Be gentle with yourself. Life is already tough enough. You don't have to be your own harshest critic. Learn to forgive your past, accept your present, and believe in your future. You are more resilient than you think, and more worthy than you know. No one can define you, except yourself. You don't need anyone's permission to shine. Every dream that makes your heart beat faster is a signal from your soul. Don't ignore it. Don't belittle it. Follow it. Maybe you are not there yet, but you are on your way. That's all that matters. Don't compare your behind the scenes with someone else's highlight reel. Your progress is real, even if it's invisible to others. One day, you will look back at today's struggles and be grateful for not giving up. Because it was those moments that shaped who you are. It was those hardships that gave birth to your strength, your clarity, and your courage. So, keep going. Slowly, steadily, but surely. The best is yet to come. If there comes a day when you feel like you're losing yourself, please pause and return to the beginning, remember why you started, recall the person you used to be, and reconnect with what truly matters to you. Not every day will be bright and sunny. There will be rain, wind, and moments when everything seems dark. But storms don't last forever. And sometimes, the rain helps us grow in ways the sunshine never could. Trust that even the hardest times are preparing you for something better. There are moments in life when you'll feel misunderstood, unseen, or even forgotten. But always remember, the value of a diamond doesn't change whether it's hidden in a drawer or shining in the sun. Your worth is not diminished by anyone's failure to see it. Kindness is never wasted. Even if it's not returned right away, it plants seeds in the world that will eventually bloom. Be kind, not because others are, but because you are. When you doubt your path, look at how far you've come. There were days you didn't think you'd make it, but you did. There were mountains you thought you'd never climb, but you stood on top of them. Let your own story remind you of your strength. Please don't chase perfection. Chase authenticity. The world doesn't need more flawless people, it needs more real ones. People who can say, I don't know, who can admit they're scared, who can cry and laugh and start again the next day. That kind of courage is contagious. It's okay if your journey doesn't look like anyone else's. It's okay if your dreams are different. That's the beauty of life, there are infinite ways to live it. Don't shrink to fit someone else's mold. You were made to stand out in your own way. Give yourself permission to rest. To do nothing. To just be. We are not machines. Our worth isn't measured by how much we produce or how busy we are. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is simply breathe and be still. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not broken. You are simply unfolding. Trust the timing of your life. Some things can't be rushed. Some seasons are for planting, others for harvesting. Your time will come. And when it does, you'll realize, every delay had a purpose, every detour held a lesson, every pain carved out space for deeper joy. Nothing was wasted. Everything was shaping you. So when the world feels heavy, remind yourself, you are not alone. Somewhere out there, someone else is struggling, searching, growing, just like you. And that quiet connection, that invisible bond of humanity, can be enough to keep going. Keep loving, keep hoping, keep showing up. The world is better with you in it. You don't need to have everything figured out. Life isn't a puzzle that must be solved before you're allowed to be happy. You're allowed to smile in the middle of uncertainty. You're allowed to celebrate even when things are incomplete. Happiness is not a reward at the finish line, it's a companion on the journey. There will be days when motivation runs dry, when your heart feels heavy and your mind is clouded. On those days, don't force yourself to run. Walk slowly. Breathe deeply. Rest when you must, but don't quit, not because you must be strong, but because your dreams still deserve your faith. You are not your past. You are not your mistakes. You are the lessons you've learned, the growth you've achieved, and the courage it took to keep going. What matters is not what happened then, but what you choose now. Sometimes you have to walk alone, not because you aren't loved, but because your path is meant to shape you in solitude. There is strength in stillness. There is wisdom in silence. There is beauty in becoming your own friend. Don't underestimate the quiet progress you make, the inner healing, the decisions no one sees, the small changes that compound over time. These are victories too. You don't need to make noise to make impact. Growth often whispers before it roars. Don't measure your worth by your productivity. Some of the most meaningful things in life, love, presence, peace, can't be measured in output. You are valuable simply because you exist. That will always be enough. Let go of the pressure to always be on. It's okay to turn inward. To recharge. To say no. To prioritize your mental health. You are not a machine. You're a human being with a soul that needs care. You don't have to prove yourself to anyone. You don't need permission to live your truth. Your life is yours to live, your path yours to choose. And the people who truly care will walk with you, not try to rewrite your story. Your softness is not a weakness. Your empathy is not a flaw. In a world that often rewards hardness, your compassion is an act of rebellion. Be soft. Be kind. Be fierce in your gentleness. Even when no one sees your effort, it matters. Even when no one claps, your progress counts. Don't live for applause. Live for alignment, with who you are, with what you value, with what sets your soul on fire. It's okay to evolve. To outgrow things. To change your mind. You are not obligated to remain the same version of yourself just to make others comfortable. Growth is natural. Evolution is necessary. Let yourself transform. Keep writing your story. Even if it's messy. Even if you have to cross out chapters and start again. What matters is that you're still holding the pen. What matters is that you're still trying. And if all you did today was survive, that's okay. That's enough. Your existence is not a competition. Your being is not a project to perfect. You are enough, right now, just as you are. There will be moments when you feel out of place, as though you're standing in a room where your soul doesn't quite belong. That's okay. Not every space is meant for your spirit to thrive. Sometimes, discomfort is just the universe nudging you toward where you truly belong. You don't need to have a 5-year plan to deserve peace today. You don't need to know all the answers to be worthy of rest. Life is not a constant race to the next milestone. It's okay to pause. It's okay to just be. Some battles are invisible, the ones you fight silently in the dark corners of your mind. Give yourself credit for those victories too. You've come so far, even when no one noticed. You've stayed when it would have been easier to leave. That's courage. That's resilience. Your value does not rise and fall with someone else's opinion. You are not a mirror for someone else's projections. You are a masterpiece in progress, not defined by likes, praise, or acceptance. You are free to define yourself, authentically and unapologetically. Allow yourself to feel joy, even in small doses. A sunrise. A warm drink. A laugh you didn't expect. These aren't trivial, they are reminders that you're still alive, still capable of light, even in heavy seasons. Not every day has to be productive to be worthwhile. Some days are for dreaming. Some for grieving. Some for resting. Let each day be what it needs to be, without judgment. Healing is not linear. Growth isn't either. Be patient with yourself. Transformation takes time. Sometimes what looks like stillness is quiet growth beneath the surface. Roots growing deeper. Foundations being laid. Just because it isn't loud doesn't mean it isn't happening. Your journey may not look like anyone else's, and that's your power. Comparison is a thief of joy. You're not behind. You're not late. You are exactly where you need to be to become who you're meant to become. It's brave to keep loving when you've been hurt. It's powerful to stay open when you've been closed. Every time you choose connection over fear, vulnerability over protection, you rewrite the narrative. You create a new way to be. You are allowed to protect your peace. Not every battle is yours to fight. Not every invitation needs a response. Silence can be a boundary. Stillness can be a shield. You owe no one an explanation for choosing your well-being. Celebrate yourself for how far you've come. For the nights you didn't give up. For the mornings you rose despite the wait. You are doing better than you think. Your strength isn't in perfection, it's in persistence. Let your past be a lesson, not a life sentence. You are not who you were. You're who you're becoming. Carry the wisdom, release the shame. Forgive yourself for what you didn't know then. Thank yourself for who you're becoming now. Your presence matters. Even when you're quiet. Even when you're unsure. Even when you feel small. You never know who your courage is inspiring, whose life your authenticity is touching, or how your existence is rippling out in unseen ways. There is no one way to heal. No right way to grow. Give yourself permission to be imperfect, to stumble, to restart. Healing is personal. And you don't have to justify your pace to anyone. You are allowed to hope again. To believe in something soft. Something steady. Something kind. The world has not run out of beauty, even if your heart has forgotten what it feels like. Open yourself slowly. Hope is not a weakness, it's a rebellion. Let yourself evolve. You don't have to stay the version of you that made sense to others. You don't owe anyone consistency in a form that no longer feels true. Growth often looks like contradiction. Embrace it. There's wisdom in your wounds. There's light in the places you thought would only ever be dark. Don't rush your healing. Don't shame your scars. They're proof you've lived. Proof you've survived. You are allowed to dream differently now. To rewrite the rules. To walk away from what you once begged for. You are allowed to change your mind, your path, your pace. You're allowed to start again, no matter how late it feels. You don't have to prove your pain for it to be valid. You don't have to explain your exhaustion to justify your rest. You don't have to perform strength to be seen as brave. Existing in your truth is enough. Let go of the need to be constantly improving. You are worthy now, not just in some future version of yourself. Growth doesn't always look like action. Sometimes it's the decision to stay soft in a world that demands you harden. You're allowed to want more. Not because you are ungrateful, but because you know you're capable of deeper joy, fuller peace, more meaningful connection. Wanting more is not greed, it's honoring your potential. Give yourself the love you've been waiting to receive. Speak to yourself in ways you needed to hear years ago. Be the home you've always searched for. You are not too broken to be whole again. Life is not a punishment. Your hardships are not signs that you're doing something wrong. Sometimes they are just evidence that you're alive in a complex world. You are not meant to carry everything with grace. Some days, surviving is enough. You don't need to rush your way into clarity. Some seasons are meant to be confusing. Some paths are meant to twist and turn before they straighten. Trust the timing. Trust your steps, even when they're slow. You deserve people who see you in your entirety, not just the convenient, polished pieces. The right ones won't be afraid of your mess. They'll honor your process. They'll hold space for your humanity. Every day is not meant to be monumental. Sometimes your biggest victory is making it through. Brushing your teeth. Drinking water. Answering one message. The small things matter too, they're bricks in the foundation of healing. You're allowed to rest even when you haven't finished everything. You don't need to earn your rest by burning yourself out. Rest is not a reward, it's a necessity. Your body is not a machine. Listen to it with kindness. Let go of the illusion that your worth is tied to your productivity. You are not here to be constantly useful. You are here to live. To feel. To connect. To experience joy without justification. The version of you that's healing deserves just as much love as the version of you that's thriving. You don't have to wait until you feel whole to be worthy of affection, celebration, or belonging. You are enough now. You're allowed to mourn things that didn't go how you hoped. Even if others don't understand. Even if it wasn't that bad. Your pain is real. Your grief is valid. You don't need permission to feel what's true for you. Stop apologizing for taking up space. For having needs. For asking for more. You were not born to shrink. You were born to shine. Anyone who makes you feel like too much is simply not enough for you. Joy is not always loud. Sometimes it's a quiet moment of safety. A gentle laugh. A deep breath where there used to be panic. Don't overlook the quiet forms of peace, they are milestones too. Not every ending is a failure. Sometimes it's the most loving thing you can do, to walk away, to say no, to choose peace over performance. Closing a chapter doesn't mean you're lost. It means you're brave enough to move on. Your softness is not a flaw. Your empathy is not a weakness. This world needs people who feel deeply, who love sincerely, who care without keeping score. Protect your tenderness, it's your power. You are allowed to be proud of yourself even if no one else notices your progress. Celebrate your own milestones. Applaud your efforts. You are the one who knows how far you've come. Healing is not linear. Some days you'll soar, others you'll stumble. That's not failure, it's the rhythm of growth. Give yourself grace. There's no deadline for becoming. Your value doesn't diminish because someone else can't see it. You are not made lesser by someone's inability to love you well. Their blindness is not your burden to carry. Love is not meant to feel like a battlefield. It's meant to feel like a balm. Like home. Like a place you can exhale. Stop calling chaos chemistry, peace is also passionate. You are allowed to leave what you outgrew. Even if it once fit perfectly. Even if it's still familiar. Let go of what's no longer aligned. You're not betraying your past, you're honoring your future. The future you long for starts with the choices you make today. With the boundaries you set, the kindness you offer yourself. The courage to believe in more. You are building something beautiful, even on days it doesn't feel that way. You are still becoming. Still unfolding. Still learning how to love yourself well. Don't rush the process. Don't skip the chapters. Even the slow parts matter.